Thank you all very much for being here today. It is absolutely wonderful to see so many people out here that have come to support. I think the possibility of today's announcement has lit a fire of hope amongst a whole bunch of people. As I was out there today, I spent the last hour and a half or so out there talking with people from all over Riverside County, Orange County, San Diego County. I appreciate you so much for coming, but what I realized is today we have a microcosm of California here. We have law enforcement, we have firemen, elected officials, we have leaders from our tribal nations, construction workers, teachers, doctors, nurses, students, business owners, real estate professionals, farmers, pastors. I saw a few of my retired friends, dads, and most importantly for this revolution that we have going on in California, mama bears. I think it would be safe to say that this crowd represents all aspects of our beautiful state. Do you know who I do not see here today? There is no one from special interest groups that are destroying our state. Before I say anything else, I want to especially thank my beautiful wife, Denise. She has been faithfully by my side through this crazy thing we call law enforcement. And so far, she's promised to stay with me during this next thing. She is truly my rock of support in everything in my life, and she is going to represent California well as a person. Last thing, Chuck and Naomi, thank you very much for allowing us to have this here today. This is an awesome event. I love this building. Thank you very much for allowing it here. I'm here to announce our campaign to be the next governor of California. I am running for governor of our beautiful state, which I absolutely love. Because our head is heading down the wrong track, and it has been for years.
Real bad.
Everyone knows it, except for those sitting in an echo chamber in Sacramento. For decades, the party in complete control of our government has tried the same failed ideas and the same failed policies that haven't worked.
They're insane.
We have to be brutally honest during this campaign, and that includes those in the media. It is only our Democrat elected officials who are responsible for the decline of California. What is it that they have given us?
Nothing.
Rampant crime, higher taxes, the highest cost of living in our nation, tent encampments in every major city, more fentanyl deaths, catastrophic fires, a broken homeowners insurance market, and people across our state are struggling to afford groceries and gas. Californians deserve better. I came to California in 1989 in search of the California dream. I got a job, I bought a house, I married a beauty queen, and I raised a family. Over the past 36 years, I achieved and lived my California dream. Unfortunately for my kids, destructive policies, political agendas, government overreach and regulation, radical activism, and special interests have turned the California dream into a nightmare for millions of Californians. Today, we fire up the machine that will restore the promise to all Californians that the dream is still alive. If you turn on the news, it seems the only thing positive we have going for us in California is the weather. That's all good. I'm not complaining. Rising crime, the cost of living, the price of food, gas, electricity, overregulation, a failed education system, non-existent or failed infrastructure, overtaxation, and reckless and wasteful government spending are driving hard-working Californians to other states. As I watched over the past year or so as career politicians and millionaires and billionaires position themselves for the governor election of 2026, I realized that we are blindly continuing down this path of destruction. The same people responsible for the past 20 years of failed government all want the top position. And make no mistake, it is all for a selfish agenda. They have actually told us, all of them want to be the first of this, the first of that, highlighting the worst aspect of this woke culture. It is no longer about character, ability, leadership, or what's worse, it is not about Californians. It is about them. I believe California is in desperate need of an honest, ethical, moral governor with integrity whose only interest is to serve all of California.
Amen.
I will be that governor. Over the past year and a half, as the Sheriff of Riverside County, I have helped lead the fight to pass Prop 36, to make crime illegal again in California. And we won it big. 70% of California voters spoke up for common sense and demanded the restoration of rule of law. 70% is not a win. It is an absolute landslide and a mandate by all of Californians telling our politicians in Sacramento, we have had enough. Prop 36 passed in every single county in our state, including Los Angeles and San Francisco. A huge thank you all to those responsible with common sense and reason, our California Democrat and Republican voters who realize that California deserves better. And yet that success, and we knew it was going to succeed, despite resounding support from up and down this state, Gavin Newsom opposed Prop 36. Those currently in power in Sacramento opposed Prop 36. Those others running for governor opposed Prop 36. Not only did they oppose it, they tried their best to keep it off our ballot to prevent all of you from forcing them to do what was right. Most of them were responsible for Prop 47, AB 109, Prop 57, and many others that have contributed to the decline of public safety in California. They were wrong, and Californians have sent them a message. We sent them a message that we are tired of catch and release of criminals. Tired of smash and grab robberies and retail theft threatening our businesses and killing our family members. Tired of billions upon billions spent on homelessness with nothing to show for it except more homelessness. They're tired of sanctuary state policies that protect criminals rather than the vulnerable communities that they are meant to protect. Tired of lawlessness without consequence. Those in power not only created these issues by a failed agenda, they ignored these issues for years. Californians stood up and said, we have had enough. That was just the start. Californians want our streets cleaned up, tent encampments gone, and public safety restored. They want schools whose only mission is to educate our children. Leave the politics out of our schools and let parents raise their children. As Californians, we want leadership that actually cares about the cost of living and leaders who will do something about it. We want homes we can afford. We want air conditioning when it's hot, not rolling blackouts. We want water for crops and animals that feed us. And how about water to fight fires? We want the opportunity to achieve the California dream, not be prevented from it because of red tape and government regulation. We demand honesty and transparency from our elected officials. We want lower taxes. We are absolutely tired of government waste. And we want sanity restored and common sense to prevail. I repeatedly hear from people all across this state that California is lost and we are too far gone to save. No, I say they are wrong. I say this is actually going to be easy. California suffers from a lack of a leader. We need to elect a leader to fix this state. Someone with the fortitude to make hard decisions and someone with the strength and courage to say no and stand up to the insanity of special interests. Californians want a safe and affordable California, which is exactly what we deserve and what I plan on delivering as your next governor. As Sheriff of Riverside, thank you. As Sheriff of Riverside County, I have faced the reality of Sacramento's failed policies on a daily basis. I have led our department through civil unrest and a global pandemic, and we have come through it all stronger. I know what leadership is, and I know that leadership matters. And just as importantly, I know what leadership isn't. I know the damage caused by a lack of leadership. I know that when those in charge are failing, it is time for a complete change at the top. Over the past 6 years, I have led one of the largest law enforcement organizations in the country through a transition into one of the most efficient, effective, and respected law enforcement organizations in our country. That includes, thank you. And that includes our patrol and our jail operations. Despite the lies, the attacks, and the hit pieces from our Attorney General, activist groups, and tabloid media, the state of California even commended and recommended that every correctional institution in the state follow our lead in the safety and protection of our inmates. Exactly. The opposition to our success is about lies, intimidation, manipulation, and emotion. I will never be intimidated. Those currently in power are completely out of touch, but they are not out of reach. Californians deserve a change of direction in order to get our state back on track. This campaign will not be about the divide between Republicans and Democrats. It will be about the common goal we all have for a better California. Our campaign will be about all Californians. We must elect a leader who will bring common sense back to our government. I promise to campaign for governor with everything that I have. We will take our message of restoring sanity to every corner of our beautiful state. Our campaign will succeed because it must succeed. The future of California and America depend on it. Thank you all. God bless America. Shine on this golden state. Now let's do this. I appreciate all of you coming out here today. This is going to be 22 weeks of something that, or 22 months of something that California, I wish it was 22 weeks. This is going to be something that this state has never seen, because this is not going to be about party politics. This is going to be about fixing a broken state to make this the state that everyone in the country wants to come to. I'm tired of my friends leaving this state. I'm tired of watching my friends' kids leave this state. We need to bring them all back with sanity and the promise that California is and once again will be the best state in this country. This movement starts today. It's not ending until we take over the governor's mansion in Sacramento.
Get out of here, thank you!
Okay, sir, can I have you say and spell your first and last name, please?
Robert Skofic, S-C-O-F-I-C, Riverside, California. And we're here to support Chad Bianco for governor.
Now, what do you think about the outcome that came into Riverside today to support Bianco's campaign?
Oh, looks like a great outcome. Being that it's Monday and people had to take time off from work and schedules to come down here. Absolutely.
And
Great
what do you think the biggest message that he sent today was?
Biggest message?
We're gonna
Follow
take
the law
California
and
back.
take control of this place.
Right. Let's put the criminals where they need to go. Back away. Chad for governor. Yes.